Hello everyone, I'm Marcy, mom of 4 kids. If you don't know me, my youngest of whom is Freya, and she has a rare syndrome called Cornelia-de-Lange syndrome. My friend brought me some gorgeous strawberries. Hello, Fiona.
Another friend was oranges.
I know, and oranges. We've had a pretty good day, huh? And so I'm making some jam, which we were like out of our homemade jam, so this is perfect. Tonight is going to be the Q&A with Chris. So if you're curious about that, stick around. I will have some cute Freya videos at the very end for all of you who are just here for Freya. Since I know people will ask, I use Sure Gel for the less or no sugar needed recipes. And I just use that recipe in there, so. I like the less sugar. Most jam recipes call for more sugar than is fruit, and fruit is a lot of sugar too, so I do the less sugar recipe. All right, you ready?
Oh, sure.
You gotta look at the camera.
Okay, I'll try to remember that.
Okay, the first question is, how do you cope emotionally with Freya's special needs? You're a wonderful dad.
How do I cope emotionally?
Yeah, like I assume, like, is it hard for you emotionally?
I was gonna say, like, I don't.
We just
I just have
ignore our
meltdown-
feelings
I
in this house.
have meltdowns on occasion.
Right, until we completely shut down. That's how we deal with emotions.
Yeah, I mean, it's a slow process. There were lots of days early on where I did not cope well.
That was hard because I was like completely in denial, and you were very much like, what if she does have Cornelia-de-Lange syndrome? And I was like, she doesn't, so let's not talk about it.
No, and I remember we'd joke about it even because we'd all take turns. It's like, what if she has Cornelia-de-Lange? And you're like, no, she doesn't. And then, a week later, I'd be saying, nope, she doesn't have it. You're right.
Yeah, and I'd be
and
like deep in the like, she has Cornelia-de-Lange syndrome.
Right.
Our life is over.
So, I don't know. The rest of the family, the kids, you, all of that probably helped cope. Seeing how the kids dealt with her maybe made it a little easier for me sometimes. Like when I was like, I don't want to deal with this, they'd be over there loving on her, having a good time. I'd be like, I just get through it, get over it. Look at her like the kids do. Get back to family life, I guess.
I also think, because you do often say that you have a hard time seeing kids Freya's age and like where she should be developmentally, whereas I still very much am like I can't even think about it. I can't even, like, Freya is different to me in my mind than any other kid her age because it's so hard for me to think about. So I feel like you want to get down and play? I feel like you almost sit in your feelings more than I do. Whereas I tend to just ignore them.
Push them down. Just having some milk.
That's how I was taught, man. Oh, yeah. She doesn't want me to hold her when she has her milk now. She's a big girl. So she's got to get down and have her own milk.
Through those phases. Yep.
All right. Next question. One of them was, how did we meet?
You want me to tell that story?
Do you want to?
I don't care. Yeah. We both had just coming off of breakups when we first met. And so I was just being 20-year-old, getting back out there, looking to meet somebody or anybody. So I showed up at my roommate's friend's house, just looking for girls, and Marcy happened to be a girl there.
Worked out well for both of us.
Right. The girl I went there to meet was going on a date with somebody else that evening. And I didn't go there to, I'd met her once before and just was looking to meet people, get back out there, stop moping around and being depressed from a breakup. And so I got in my Camaro and went down to the other college in St.
No,
George.
it wasn't your Camaro. It was your truck.
I'm 90% sure I went to pick up girls in a Camaro. I wouldn't have taken the truck. Our second date was probably the truck that we took up to.
No, I know, but I hadn't seen the Camaro until our second date. And I walked by, I was like, oh, whose car is that? And you're like, oh, that's my car. I was like,
Oh.
what? That's why I thought it was the truck.
Maybe. But no, I would have used any excuse to get in the Camaro and go. So
It's probably true.
I'm pretty
Maybe
sure.
I
But we
just
didn't drive
see.
it.
Yeah, no, because I
you
drove my car.
Yep.
So we ended up, I went to a restaurant with him and my roommate, and I took a different guy, and then they both abandoned us, and we ended up,
They left us together.
yeah, we ended up hanging out.
Yeah.
Just fate.
The different guy was gay, wasn't
Well, yeah, but you didn't
Okay.
know that.
he? Yeah. I had my guesses.
I couldn't go on a date with my roommate
No,
alone.
no, I get it. That's all. That's all fair. It was a double date. It was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. All right, you own a pizza shop. Is it a franchise? What is it called?
I used to own a pizza shop. I sold it, what are we looking at, 3 years ago?
Yeah, it was like right after Freya was born.
Yeah. It was a franchise. It went out of business. It was just a Utah chain. It was called $5 Pizza, and their big deal was you could get pizza with all the toppings for $5.
Which
that's
was a
not,
bad business model.
It's not the best. The pizzas can always get smaller that are $5, which has kind of happened. But
Yeah.
that was it, and I did that for 14 years. So I ran a restaurant for a good part of my adult life.
Yeah, you had it when we met.
Yep.
Yeah.
Had it when we met. And we had 3 stores throughout the whole
Yeah.
time. So, 4 if you count the one that burned down. So we had a fire
Right.
early on. It was not related to our business operations. It was poor wiring in the building.
It really was.
It really was.
Contrary to what people thought. It
Right.
was not the pizza shop that burnt the building down.
Yep.
Yeah, we were married just like a year when that happened.
Yeah. So small business ownership and restaurant management it's a rough gig.
It ended up all just like serendipitously working out, I think, though. Because you went back to school to get your master's when Jesse was a baby,
Yeah.
and then got the job you currently have, and then one of his employees wanted to buy the pizza place when Freya was born.
Was Freya born?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Just
right.
barely.
Yeah, she was brand new. And so it all just kind of worked out.
Oh, having that extra burden with Freya. I mean, it was a lot without Freya.
Right. And at the time I worked and you worked,
Yeah.
and you had the pizza place.
And I had the second job
So
there.
we all had three jobs between us.
2 of us.
Yeah, it was a lot. So it had ended up all working out really well, even though you miss the pizza place and I miss working.
Wow. And you would come in and work sometimes in
Yeah.
the pizza place. Just
Yeah, but
Just
it
for
all
fun.
kind of just worked out. How old are we?
average.
I had
Add
to
them
think
together,
about-
take an average.
I had to think about it when I read it. I was like, how old am I?
We're
I'm
an average of 30, what, 7 years old? Let's go with the
No,
average.
that can't be right.
No?
Have to be at least 39.
Oh, you're right. Probably an average of 39 years old. I am 7 years older than Marcy, roughly.
What does that make you? Do you want to say
It's
or
really
no?
none of your business.
Yeah, we have a 7-year age gap.
I'm 42.
Two, right? Yeah, and I'm 35. I thought I was 34. And then I did the math, and I was like, oh no, I'm going to be 36 soon.
Yeah, I'll have to go check the math on our average age, too. Maybe we should just stick with that.
How does it feel about having more girls in the house than boys?
It's sad sometimes. Me and Liam have kind of such a special clone-like connection.
For real, like it's not even just the boy thing. It's like they are copies. Like, what do you call that? Would you be the carbon copy or would he be the carbon copy?
I think he's the carbon
Yeah,
copy.
he's like the carbon copy of Chris. So like personality,
What does that say about me?
jokes.
It's like, I love him so much because he's just like me. Like, good, a little bit too much of a self-opinion.
So it'd be great to have more of yous around the house. Is that what you're saying?
That sounds bad. No, but
It
like I
would be
said,
great.
it's that special
Dude,
connection that we
I
kinda
love
have.
Liam. He's great. I'd love to have more Liams around the house.
Yeah, and that sounds bad. Like, it doesn't mean we don't love the girls, obviously, but he's different. He's
Yeah.
very different from the girls.
No, and you love your girls.
Yeah.
You love them. So that's not the issue. It's just, I always thought we'd have a lot of boys. So I'd love more boys running around the house. I feel, I grew up with one brother and 3 sisters. So there's 5 of us total. And I am like, there's too much estrogen in this house.
Right.
But I even grew up with that and still feel that way. Like the emotions and everything. I would love a couple more boys running around here to kind of even things out.
Yeah. I mean, it's all probably going to go haywire in the teenage years, but for now.
I know. I'll be interested to see both Liam and the girls.
Yeah.
How that. So far, Liam's just starting to inch into that teenage space, and I love it.
Yeah.
So far, so good. But
Yeah.
not saying that's how it's going to stay. How long have we been together? I don't know this question. Your mom asked me when our anniversary was the other day, and I was like...
She called me about that and was like,
April.
I thought it was 2008. And that's what I said, but then I was like, you'll have to run that by Marcy.
And she called me, and I was like, huh. I was like, I think it was 2008. Definitely April. I am not 100%
She
sure.
said
what
you
day.
told her like 11 or 12 or something.
12,
Okay.
right?
I think it was 8 though, wasn't it? I don't know. It's
We're
been a
both
good
bad
long
at these
time.
things. 2008 for sure, though, I think, is when we got married.
Right.
And we met the previous year, so
Right.
2007.
Yeah. I think that's right.
So almost 20 years. What is that? 17 years.
7 to 24.
Yes.
So it'll
Is
be
that right?
20 years and 27.
Right.
So yeah.
So 17 years.
17 years.
Yeah.
That's right.
Married. No.
Known
Known
each other.
Yeah. Dated.
Yeah. We got married fairly fast, I guess, by non-Utah standards.
Right. And a long time for Utah standards. So
Mm.
in Utah, it's very much
3 months
like,
and get engaged.
and then you're married like
then
2
you're
or 3
married.
months later. Like there's
Right.
no waiting for anything. So we dated for like 9 months.
It was average for the state. Yeah.
Oh, one of them, I don't see it here, but one of them was with our kids, what attributes do they have of yours? And like we said, Liam is like, looks 100% like Chris, acts like Chris. They make the same jokes. They
Yeah.
laugh the same way.
Yeah.
Like,
You hate the same jokes.
they're always pointed at me.
Not always.
That's why I hate
Liam
him.
loves to make fun of himself.
Well, that's true. That's true. Liam
Yeah.
does love to make fun of himself.
We
and
poke each
me.
other a lot.
Yeah.
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 Me and Liam are ribbing each other a lot. It's fun.
It is fun, except for when you're in the middle of it. And then
sometimes we team up on you.
always you team up on me. Fiona has your eyes for sure, but other than that, physically, I'd say she's more
She
me.
looks a lot like you at that
Yeah.
age.
She loves like computers and writing.
She did. She got into
codes and-
Scratch and doing little game programs and stuff.
Yeah.
I need to spend more time with her on that.
That's all you. That's right over my head.
You could pick it up.
I'm sure I could. I just am not interested.
You should pick it up. I guess. I
Just
mean,
not
I'm not
interested
interested in crafting and things like that.
Yeah.
So you don't need to make me. Although I'd be good at it.
Where's that comment? Why are you so humble? How do you stay so humble? That was one comment.
Lots of hard work. It's a lot of hard work to be this humble in greatness.
Jessie. She's a good mix, I'd say.
Yeah.
Personality-wise, I feel like she's more me.
Maybe.
But like physically, I think she's a good mix of both of us.
Yeah. We both were really blonde when we were young.
Yeah. She has my eyes, but kind of your body type and face shape. Both have the blonde hair. She's got your lips and your little dimple in your chin.
She's a little bit silly too.
She is silly.
I don't know if she gets that from both of us. I know.
Yeah.
So she's goofy and a good mix.
And then Freya, I feel like also is a good mix. I feel like she looks a lot like you.
She has my mood swings from angry to silly.
Yeah, she totally does. She has your eyebrows.
She has my eyebrows.
Which they always attributed to CDLS, but I 100% they're Chris's eyebrows.
She has your mom's lips, which they also said was CDLS.
Yep, my mom's lips.
Yeah. Could be both things. Yeah, we like to play together.
I'd say she has more of your personality. Kind of that silly, goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
I'm kind of more even all the time. What? I'm not saying that's a good thing.
It's just a thing.
Just saying it's a thing. I don't like to rock the boat ever.
I think that might have been it.
That might.
Other than the humble question, which we kind of already addressed.
That.
Do I stay humble? Maybe.
I think that's one of your really good attributes is that you like own your accomplishments and how good you are at things.
And own my mistakes.
Yeah. Oh, do we have extended family living close to us?
Yes, we do. We see them fairly often. I have my mom in Cedar, and your dad's an hour away.
An hour away.
That's about it, though. Yeah, your siblings are mostly 4 hours away.
Yeah.
In Salt Lake.
Yeah.
The rest of my extended family's in Las Vegas, about 3 hours away.
Yeah. And then cousins and things are
similar locations.
Yeah. So, yeah, not a lot. Super close. I'd say we rely more on friends to help out. Your mom's older.
Yeah.
My dad's older and still working too.
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
He's always traveling.
So.
It's nice when you can watch the kids, though.
Yeah.
And I was just listening to that podcast, The Rare Life, and they were talking about family members helping out. The latest one, did you listen to it? Or it's like family members when they say hurtful things. Or
I did the hurtful things.
But they also talked about people helping out.
Did you listen to the one Michelle was on?
No, I'm just listening to this one.
Oh.
Anyways, it did make me think of your dad and how good he was to, where's her seizure medicine? Where's her emergency seizure stuff? Where's her EpiPen? Like, it didn't scare him off, which I was like,
Yeah, this last time he watched her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, way to go.
Because it's been since August. Like, the seizure stuff is really new. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he did kind of step it up and just like, all right, I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would have. He didn't have to, thankfully.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
I told him, just call me.
Yeah, he was very open to dealing with it, though, which is, at least according to the podcast, like the majority of people's families are not relatives. They're like, don't leave me with the medically complex child. Mm-hmm. What if something goes wrong? It's like, that's our lives every day.
Right.
What if something goes wrong?
Yeah, we don't know anymore. We don't know any more than you do. Have fun.
I mean, we got the EpiPen. We've never used it.
Thank goodness, man.
And we don't want to ever use it.
We got close with the emergency seizure med once. That one time you were holding her and she had that seizure.
We didn't have it then, did we? We didn't have it.
No,
then.
we didn't have it, but we got close to
Needing an emergency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to
Needing
call
a
an
paramedic.
ambulance.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have it yet. I saw the doctor after that, and he's like, "Do you want that emergency medicine?" I was like, "Yeah."
Absolutely.
Because we got dang close to needing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Better to have the option.
Yeah, I think that's a misconception that parents are like prepared and cool and calm and know what to do, and it's just like, no, I'm just watching my child have a seizure and
Stop breathing.
Yeah. Not calm and collected and knowing what to do.
Right. And nobody wants to be in that situation. Like, I understand why they don't want to be in that situation.
Right.
I don't want to be in it either.
Right. Oh, do we have any favorite holiday traditions?
Oh, did you want me to talk about St. Patty's Day? Since
You
we
want to,
just
but
had
that's
that?
your favorite one.
Favorite? You love all the... Well, you do Christmas stuff. You don't love it.
No.
Halloween.
I love Halloween, yeah.
Cinnamon rolls. So every Halloween...
Yeah.
We do chili, cinnamon rolls, and we used to set up a little table in front of our house, and we'd give cinnamon rolls to the grown-ups and, you know, the little dollar candies to the trick-or-treaters. But then...
And all the kids would come up. Can I have a cinnamon roll?
Nope.
No. Those are for the grown-ups.
Those are for the grown-ups.
You tell your
because
mom and
they
dad to
have
come
to
get
be
one.
out here taking you around. And we know
Right.
it sucks. So here's a cinnamon roll.
Yeah, that's one of my mom did that growing up. She would do that. We lived in a cul-de-sac, and our cul-de-sac would all get together and hang out in one person's garage. The adults would, like, as the kids went around, and she would always make cinnamon rolls for all the adults. So I'd like to carry that tradition on.
We didn't. It was too much last year, but hopefully this next year we can. We just had too much stuff going on. It was crazy.
Did we not do it this last year? I know we didn't do the root beer, but we didn't do cinnamon rolls either.
We couldn't find dry ice, so we couldn't do
Right.
root beer.
We
No,
didn't do
we
the
didn't
root beer.
do cinnamon rolls. We did make our own chili. We didn't share anything, though.
Yep. Some years are like that.
Some years, yep.
Some years things are too crazy and you can't do it all.
And St. Patty's Day?
Yeah.
That's a new tradition.
Yeah, that's your tradition.
Yeah. And you'll have to help me because I don't know if I was at the first event where things went wrong. But as I remember it, you took the kids to a public St. Patrick's Day, like Easter
At the
egg hunt
library.
type of thing.
No, we just went to the library and they were hiding leprechauns throughout the library to find.
Did they have prizes or something
Yeah,
if you found
and they
them?
had prizes if you found them.
Yeah. And the kids didn't get any or something
Yeah.
like that?
There was a group of other kids that came in like 5 minutes before us that had found
took
all
them
of
all.
them.
And so
They hadn't put them back out yet.
Right. So
Yeah.
the kids were sad that they didn't get those. And I was probably saying something stupid like, they weren't cash prizes anyways. And so don't worry about it. And then so we thought, I thought.
You thought, no, I wasn't
that
even.
we'd
Yeah.
do our own leprechaun hunt. And so I had the kids go draw, and cut out 3 rainbows each. So, leprechauns hide under the rainbows. So I wanted rainbows and then draw a leprechaun. We put a little pouch on the back and I put money in the pouch because cash prizes. Like, who cares about the other stuff?
And you have to like follow the rainbows
And
to
so
find.
I'd take the rainbows, I'd put a little tape on them, and then I'd go to a separate part of the house. I think I did it in the house.
You
Because
did.
it's still pretty cold around
Yeah.
that time of year. And so I think I took the basement. We still do it in the basement. And
Yeah.
I'd go put the rainbows somewhere as like a trail to the leprechaun, and then I'd hide the leprechaun behind a picture frame or behind a door or all sorts of different places. And we'd do that a couple of times, and the kids would run down and they'd find the rainbows that they drew and they'd follow them to their leprechaun and grab their cash prize. It was quarters because leprechauns
Yeah, the
have
coins.
pots of coins.
Yeah, the coins.
But we're gonna have to go up to paper money or something this next year. It's not. They're getting older. They
I
have more
know.
expensive
Inflation, man.
inflation. Yep.
No, I remember because we came home and you're like, oh, you can do that with mom here. And I was like, no, you can't, because Freya was a baby. And I just was like tapped out. And I was like, no, like if you're going to promise something, you can do it. And you're like, okay. And now it's been like your thing. Because I was like tough luck, kids. Sometimes people find them before you do, and
Yeah.
it's a part of life. But you're like, no, we'll just do it here. And so now it's always been your thing. And they always are like, are we going to do the leprechauns this
I'm
year?
surprised they're still so excited. It's great.
I know.
Even Liam's excited about it.
Yeah, because it's been, I mean, this will have been the 5th.
Yeah. Did we start it before Freya?
No. So it had been the 4th year in a row. She was like a couple months old. Well, a couple months in.
Did you take her out to the library? Are you sure she was there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like right before everything shut down with COVID.
That would have been about that time.
Yeah. And she was like just feeling better from RSV. It was like the first time we went out. And that might have also been why I was like, no way in hell am I doing that leprechaun thing. I was so tired from her having RSV.
Yeah.
Because that was about the right time, yeah.
She had her baby blessing and then got RSV.
Yeah. Oh, this was one. Will Freya reach peak in her development and then begin going backwards? No. Not like you're saying, I think. You said the other night, like, we all reach peak development and then go backwards.
Right. I've been going backwards for 20 years. But
so she will, just like any other person does, just earlier. She'll start declining earlier, depending on when that is. It could be
we have
any point.
No way of knowing that.
But it's not a degenerative
Right.
disease.
So something like Parkinson's or
or
something
like
that.
there's a big social media couple families with Sanfilippo, which is like childhood Alzheimer's, where they're like doing okay, and then they start declining that way.
I haven't heard Freya for a minute. Which means she's either asleep or in trouble.
And the dog food.
Causing trouble.
I'm pretty sure that was closed. Is our door open though?
Our door is open.
Oh.
And here she is. Causing trouble. Hey. You little stinker. I knew you were up to no good.
All right. Well, that's it.
Okay. I'm free to go.
Yeah. Was it awful?
No, I can talk about myself all day.
Perfect.
Back to the humble question.
Well, thanks for being here, everybody, and I hope we'll see you next time. Hopefully we can get Freya to bed. You gonna sleep through the night tonight? She was up.
She's looking a little groggy.
I know. She was up last night at 4 a.m, but laughing at me.
So funny to be up at 4.
I would be falling back asleep holding her, and she'd like take my chin and start like she does,
that.
and then laugh and laugh. So hopefully not a repeat of that. I hope you guys will come back next time and see what we're up to. Yeah, kisses. All right, can you tell me again? What do you want? You want to get in the tub? You want to get in the tub? Let's get in. You tell me again? You're so silly. Let's get in the tub, okay? Yeah, let's get in the tub. Sound good? Yeah, it does sound good, doesn't it? Good job using your buttons. Is that what you wanted? You can hear the tub filling up. Is that what you wanted? Say yes, Mommy. Yes. Yes.